Good evening. My name is Henry Knelsen, aka Hank the Tank Knelsen. I have a riddle for you. What are the two hardest things that you can find in this world? I will give you the answer at the end of this video. But for now, I would like to tell you. Here we go again. For the last several hours, the hydra's been going on and off. I already have a lamp here. Hopefully, oh, there we go. I hope it stays on. And then, but anyway, in Bolivia, in 2007, there were 11 men accused of spraying sleepable spray in houses, and they were accused of raping women. So they spray this into the houses, and the people fall asleep, and they go in and start raping women. And those are the excuses, but I had to investigate this, and I love investigating stuff like this. So anyway, as it continues, they say they found one person. His name was Frank Knelsen. They hung him on a tree, hands tied behind his back, tied him up on a branch by a tree, hanging there for 8 hours, and for 95 hours they tortured him. And after that, he couldn't speak anymore. He was dehydrated. They didn't give him anything to eat, to drink, nothing. So they brought him back home. His wife took him to the hospital, but after a few hours, the doctor said, "Take him home. There's nothing I can do for him." So she took him back home, and after that, he died. It was 2 days later he died of his injuries and all the pain that they had caused him. So, but here are 10 other men that they found. They accused them of the same thing, and now I did the investigation on this. So one person came forward and said that he had seen these people spraying this sleepable or sprayable sleep in the houses, and he shined a flashlight to this house, and he said that there were 4 men coming out of the window, and it was around 11 o'clock, he said. So I asked him questions like, did you see who it was? No, I was a bit too far, but I did see 4 men coming crawling out of the window. Very well. Did you see anything else? No, he didn't, and so on. So, but in the morning, I did go over and ask them if anything was wrong. No, they said nothing was wrong. Just the girls said that the bed sheets were messed up. Their blankets were on the floor. And then he told them what he had seen last night, and they came to a conclusion that they were raped. So I asked them, why didn't you knock on the door right away? Because if it happened around 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the evening, why would you wait until 7 o'clock in the morning to ask them questions? Wouldn't you be concerned? So he didn't know what to say to that. And then it took somewhat a few days later. They had claimed to find these other men. First, it was Frank Knelsen. They tortured him so badly, and it took about 15 days in all. They had found 10 more. So they took him to the law. The police, they arrested them. And here you see there are some men. These were accused of raping the woman. So I investigated this whole thing even further. I investigated this matter further. So I was doing some testing of my own. They said that this sprayable sleep was caused because of the whole thing. Spraying into the houses,
And yeah, questions I asked, it was like, what about the dogs? Didn't anyone hear them bark? They didn't know what to say. Yeah, one person, he came back to me a few hours later and said, well, they had sprayed this sprayable sleep from the roadside to the house. And I said, well, isn't that anywhere between 65 to 70 meters? And he looked back and forth, and he nodded his head, but he didn't say anything. And finally he said, yeah, it would be. So I did testing on my own, and these are the results that I got from it. So so I have this tape measure. It's 30 feet in total, which comes to 10 meters, and those two are not falling asleep. And if those two should fall asleep, then it would obviously bother me as well, because they're behind the camera. I'm no further than 2 feet away from the spray that I'm pumping out there. And here's the same results. I'm not getting any results, but I confirmed the tests. It was not possible. And here I am by the window screen, and it is also not possible because the beds are too far away, and the spray it evaporates more or less quicker than once it comes in contact with the oxygen.
Yeah, two of these 10, they are out. Peter Wiebe, he was released in 2017, and Jake Wall, as you can see, this person, he was released July 2018, died November 12, 2018. The doctors had him said to the law to have him released. He had liver cancer. It was caused by all this filth that was going on in jail. He needed food. It had developed liver cancer. So here's a piece of video of him being at home. As you can see, he's somewhat mentally challenged, and they accused him too of raping these women, and his mom and dad said that he had never been with a woman. He was always home. He did have friends, but not too many. And there are these other men. This person here, his name is Peter Sawatsky. This is Peter Sawatsky here. And Jake Teakrub and John Newdorf. All these men, they accuse these 10 of rape, but there are still 8 in jail. If I know that there are people out there that have been falsely accused of doing these sort of things, and among others, and then you know how it feels to be wrongfully accused. And you want someone to help. It's just like the hydro's going off, on and off. It's been going on for like 3 hours, and it's just like those people, they feel in the dark, all alone, and I am trying my very best to help them out, to bring this message across the world, that they will support me with this. I'm hoping that I will get subscribers, and many bizarre things are happening in Bolivia. Waterfalls, mudslides. It had never happened before. I know these things, they do happen, but these things are an act of God. One must consider these things. If they do a person wrong, I know that God sees it. It is wrong, and a person must be jolted. You can't punish an innocent person like this. It's just not it's not fair. It's not right. This person here on this video, he claimed that this person here, Henry Knelsen, he had raped his daughter, and he was sentenced to jail. But the bizarre thing about this story is his daughter had a baby that was completely handicapped. But she had her baby while these 10 men at that time were already in jail 16 months. So that's not possible. Yeah, because of that. And there are other people that came forward saying that they had raped their daughters, but they couldn't prove it. It was just hearsay. It was just a wild guess. And yeah, I will give you the answer now to the riddle that I had at the beginning. The two hardest things you can find in this world, it's hunger and loneliness. These 8 that are still in jail, they hunger for food and they hunger for their family. They have no idea how their family is dealing with everything else that's out there. These are the two hardest things you can find in this world. Yeah, they're going crazy. They ask for help, and this is the only way I can help them out. I'm hoping that you will support me with this. Subscribe to this, please. They're asking me, they're begging me to make this this video, and I said I would do my very best. And I can only do so much. But if you're out there watching this, please subscribe to this so that they do have hope. And I will give you an update if once there will be another update. I will give you an update. And oh yeah, and there's another thing. They now know that they are innocent because of the videos that I have been posting on YouTube. That I proved that this sort of spray, it wasn't possible to make these kind of things happen. You can't spray this kind of stuff in the house that everyone will fall asleep. And because, like this person had said that he had witnessed the 4 guys coming out of the window. Well, yeah, I also asked him, what about, why wouldn't you go over there right away? Well, I was afraid of their dogs. Well, was the dog barking at the time when these guys came out of the window? Well, no. Okay, well then why didn't you just go over there? Well, I was afraid of the dog. Well, obviously if the dog wasn't barking, then the dog wasn't around. Then maybe it was the owner himself crawling out of the window. He just turned around and walked away. He didn't know what to say to that. So it was just a BS story that he made up, and every time I questioned him 4 times about a few things, and he didn't know what to say to all these kind of things. Yeah, that's the update that I have now. If there will be more updates, I will bring them to you as soon as I have them. Until next time, I hope you subscribe, so to let them know that there is hope. Thank you very much. Until next time, God bless. Peace.